What's up, everybody? It's Lyles Figure Files. I'm Jeffrey Lyles. Welcome to the show. Let's get things going right now. What's up? Happy Thursday. Hope you all are doing well. Getting started with another eventful edition of Lyles Figure Files. We got one more day to go before we get this weekend going. Tomorrow, I know Jason and I are going to be here. We're going to be rocking on Lyles Movie Files, doing a watch along of Doom starring Black Adam and Dread. So that should be fun. So if you're free, want to hang out, watch a movie with us, should be a good time. We're still trying to work on Chief. Anyway, there's always so much stuff to talk about, to discuss. But before I get any further, let me make sure I thank the VIP members here on Lyles Figure Files. That is Lawson Wallace, Jamelin Parks, Jay Woods, Blake Tarpley, James Green, Ryan Daly, David Therados, Badger Prime, Tom Finn 2018, Henry G, TT Lions BK, John Morrissey, and Robert Hayes. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you all so much. There's still time. It's exclusive, but it's open to you. You can always join and be a channel member. We get access to early videos, early giveaways, all their fun stuff, and exclusive videos just for you. So let's see who's here hanging out with us in the chat. Snake Eyes, number one. Howdy, partners. Howdy, Snake Eyes. How we doing? Britt Dash is here. What's up, Thursday night crew? What's going on, Britt? The King is in the building. What's up, y'all? What's up, King Collector? Rick Cage is here. Greetings, Captain. What's cracking? A lacking. Blake Tarpley. Ayo. The Jeff in the Figure Files crew. What's going on, Blake? Omega 579's here. Hey, what's happening? Omega, what's going on? Omega, you be playing. Good evening, Jeffrey and the fine Figure Files enthusiasts. Absolutely. That was a lot of F's. I was trying to think if there was another one you could, maybe Fellows. That could work too. How are you today? You be playing? It's the Haps on the Craps. Jamelin, what's going on, my man? Spider Fan's here too. Hey, Jeff in chat. What's up, Spider Fan? Tell Chief is Green Lantern to the old rope-a-dope and switcheroo. We should do Green Lantern so we can hear Chief super excited talking about something. Michael Solis, it's Figure Files time. Yeah, it is. Bobby Wolt, I want to see Visionaries make a comeback. Yes, no doubt referring to our topic for today. Who's your most favorite, underrated, old school and current show? Your current and old school underrated figure line. We're going to get into that later on in the show. So we'll talk about it. You be playing. Hope all is well, good sir. Got my Dragonfly shipping notice today. Me too. Very excited about that. The G.I. Joe portion of the figure room. I have no idea where it's gonna go. And I think it's gonna be one of those deals where it's like, oh, it's so much bigger in person than I thought. Where is this gonna go? I think the Transformers are gonna have to get reallocated somewhere else. I don't even know where they're gonna go. We'll see. Maybe they'll be behind me when the show starts next week, but we'll see. Blake says, hit the like. It's free. It's the best price. Fleazy's World. Finally. Fleazy has come back to the live. Or is it Fleazy? Right. I think it's Fleazy. What up, Jeff? What up, Fleazy? How are you? Big Little Collectibles. What's up, guys? What's up? How are you? Jalen, didn't we do Green Lantern? I think you did dream it. Oh, wait, you're right. Gosh, you're right. He did. And it just kind of slipped my mind so fast because it was like, it was a Green Lantern. That's right. We did. We're just going to say it's playing, then really play Doom. We need to list off all the watches. We do. I need to get on that. David Thanos. What's up, y'all? Just finishing unboxing the new Ultimate Seth Rollins. Oh, that song is way too catchy. And he's fire. All puns intended. Nice. I do see what you did there. Absolutely. Thumbs up on this fine Thursday we got going on here. As always, I like to know, you guys got to tell me, what did you all get this week? I was at GameStop today and I saw the new signature series DC. I think it's the DC. I'm not sure if it's the DC Direct, DC Collector Edition, whatever Todd wants to call it. I saw Joker and I got home and I realized, oh, wait, I did have a birthday gift card along with that $5 monthly discount from GameStop. Joker could have been right here in my hand as I'm talking about what I got this week, but hopefully it'll still be there tomorrow. So fingers crossed. We'll see. Maybe during the live stream of Doom, I can bring it up and be like, look what I got. So we'll see. What did you all get? Nemesis Enforcer showed up. That's it. He is out of reach. What did you think? Did you open him already, or did you just do like me and like, whoa, this dude is crazy imposing. He looks massive. I really can't wait to do just super brawls with him and Sergeant Slaughter. Like that is going to be on so heavy when I unbox him. Because I'm not even going to do the whole, hey, here's how he looks Sister Pintor and Cobra Commander. I'm just going to have him brawling away with Sergeant Slaughter. Because he looks so massive. And he's going to do that last elbow drop. And this was for the good old US of A. It's going to be amazing. I cannot wait to do it. Listen, we know who he is. Although Nemesis Immortal has a pretty cool ring to it too. But I mean, you know, Nemesis Enforcer is Nemesis Enforcer. Omega 579, I got Nemesis yesterday too. What did you think? Did you like him? Jamelin, I may open them tomorrow over the weekend. Mine just arrived today. You be playing. I picked up Nemesis Enforcer in the beginning of the week. That's it for me this week. Kind of a slow week for everybody, it seems. So yeah, I went to Target and they still got that 25% off coupon for those of you who have not already taken advantage of it. And that reminds me, if he's still there, or if it's still there, because you know the trick on Target's website is don't trust it. Let's see. I actually entered it straight up in there. Let's see. Target has some sales going on right now, right about now, and some interesting stuff on there. Let's see. I feel like their website is gosh. I don't know what the deal is with it. It's annoying on levels of which it should not be to find figures. Let's pull it up real fast. If you ever desired to get the heavy duty esque version of Roadblock, he is available on Target's website now through Saturday for $569. They can't give him away. This is the lowest low price they could possibly try for. And in fairness, he does look like a totally different character than Roadblock. It's just you're just gonna have a big army of tall black dudes in your G.I. Joe collection. But I mean, he does look different enough. And this fork gun he's got also makes him look different enough. So maybe for $569, I might bite. The Tiger Force Roadblock and Tripwire under $40 again. Now, I am pretty on the app. I am pretty sure I can pull up the Tiger Paw. I don't know what the deal is with their site. It is just so tricksy, as Smeagol would say. I don't get it. Let me see if I can pull it back up off camera here. But there you go. Some deals there. Nemesis Enforcer version 2 Storm Shadow and Giant Man. Nice. Now, which one was your favorite of those releases? I had such a blast shooting and taking a slew of pictures of Giant Man this week. He was so much fun. And I still haven't even bothered to unfreeze his fingers. I was like, this is so cool. And I just had a blast. Just their website makes 0 sense. It took like going off of Target's website to find this thing really easily. One quick Google search and bam, the Tiger Force Wreckage and Tiger Paw ATV, aka the stolen, repurposed Cobra Ferret. is on sale for $38.49. I know there was a mass panic when this came out and was there and gone, and everybody was like, oh no, this is the first time Target has something and it's sold out. It is never going to be back on the shelves again. And mass panic ensued, but now it's back and you can do the thing where you can find it in the stores near you. If you're in some other areas, you might actually be able to actually get it from the store. I have seen it several times, probably because I have zero interest in buying the tiger paw. If I was looking for it, I'm sure it'd be a lot harder to track down. But there you go. For those of you still looking, good luck. I don't think it'll be as hard to get now, but there you go. So let's see what else. David Thanos also got in the mail 2 Cobra Retro cards. Cobra Troopers, right? Macho Man, CM Punk, and new Triple H Ultimate. Oh, and that Mean Gene Hogan 2-pack. That Mean Gene is amazing with throwback jacket and mic. I really was like, oh man, I want to get that pack. But then I noticed he's like the same height as Hogan. And I don't know if Mattel has been using Jack's rulers over there. Like, it's just not working anymore with their scale. They seem to have a lot of quality control issues as of late with their stuff. And it's like, yo, what's going on? And Mean Gene being as tall as Hogan, not working for me, brother. Now I've seen on WrestleFigs that people are using the Build-A-Figure legs to shorten Mean Gene, but gosh, that's a pain. Why do you have to go through that in the first place? Just get it right, Mattel. Thank you. No. Can't trust it. Can't trust it. You probably didn't hear that. 1216 Anarchist. Good evening. What's good, Jeff and the gang? What's going on, my friend? How are you tonight? King Collector. I like the Nemesis figure. I'm so glad he came with the classic head. That makes him look way better. It does. Like the new design, that's fine. That's cool. I love having the option. So if I want to go a little bit more modern, you've got that. But for me, I'm pretty much going to stick to the old school. And I've seen, at least going around on social media, my buddies were like, there's a little bit of a tweak, little custom that some people have done. Let's see. Put Thalog from Gargoyle's wings onto Nemesis Immortal. And that's what he looks like. So really not a bad custom if you want bigger bat wings for your Nemesis Immortal. But there's an option for you if you don't like those ones that came with the new one. Lar A, but you can only put one of the Viper Island roadblock in the cart. Oh, really? I mean, you don't need a army build, do you? Snake Eyes. I picked up Tekken 8 Figuarts, Kazuya, Nina Williams, Jin Kazama. King is the only character left to get. Oh, I thought King was out already. Why did I think that? Dang, he's never available near me. It's so funny. Let me go back and see which one, the Tiger Power Roadblock, as I will check this. I always think it's weird. They've never been able to get rid of this guy, and I don't see him in stores. I've never seen him since like originally. Oh wait, I can actually get him right now. Holler at me, Jamie. Let's see here. Let's see if you want him. Jeez, of course I need to find some other stuff on there to get, but let me know. Maurice Phillips, what's up, my man? Philip, not S, singular. Good time zone, all. What's up, Maurice? How are you today? King Collector, yeah, that Target app is trash. The website may be better if it has the clearance prices listed. Actually, I found the app better than the website. The website is just this spiral into nothingness. It'll literally have the stuff. You just have to get off their site, go to Google, put it in like General Classified Series, Tiger Paw, Target, and it pops right up. So weird. You be playing. Yeah, I'm very happy with Nemesis. Call me a shill. I have mine carding off once a man Cobra Commander. You know, I've seen some videos online, and it just seems like people are like, I'm gonna trash it because that's what I need to do. That's my gimmick. I don't know. I don't tend to buy things that I don't think I'm gonna like. So for me, if you guys are reading my reviews or watching my reviews, you're like, oh man, you like everything. It's because I buy what I like. And if something's happened, has gone terribly wrong, and I don't like something that I bought that I assumed I was going to, I want to mention it. But for the most part, I'm not going like, no, I'm gonna hate this. Let me buy it so I can review it. No, I'm not doing that. So yeah, I am a big shill because about I like. Love DD Lions BK. Good evening, crew. What's up, Lefty? How are you tonight? Michael Solis. I picked up some Ross McFarlane's Power Suit Lex, Batman versus Azrael, and Brainiac. Which Brainiac did you get? I can't believe they're still finding Power Suit Lex over at Ross. I feel like they're always getting all kinds of stuff. Oh, the Tiger Paw. Thanks. I'll check it out for you. David Thanos. Easy solution with me and Gene. When you take pictures, make sure to put the wrestler on a stand. That way the Gene looks smaller. I think the worst of the 2-packs is the Rhea Ripley and Dom 2-pack, which is weird because I just assumed, basically the way they were presenting them, that she was way taller than Dom. She's actually shorter than him. And I was like, oh, that's weird. Like, noticeably. I think Dom is 6'1" or something. Oops, that didn't help. Height. She's 5'7", and Dominic is 6'1". So they have made her look so larger than life, but she's noticeably shorter than him. And I was like, wait, they're not wrong with the scale. But yeah, it's because they use that super thin, frail body where it's like she didn't have the mass that the Rhea Ripley figure should have. And it's just like, it's all wrong. But yeah, it's the scale's almost right there. Yeah, King Haslab. I thought so. Laurie recently left Burlington and had 6 of those Yu-Gi-Oh statue monsters. The Kaba guy reminds me of my little brother who was funny when voicing their over-exaggerated seriousness. Cool. Was anything else at Burlington? Because I don't go there. You know, this is probably the time to start checking out to see what they have again. Blake Tarpley, who ordered the new Warbird today? We're talking about Warbird real soon, Blake. Devin, what's up? What's up? I found that new traditional Joker at GameStop, Brainiac and Ross, and grabbed a Jungle Predator for a Christmas tree topper. Nice. What color is the Jungle Predator? You be playing. I totally agree. Classified has had some hiccups, but they're killing it. Yeah, I mean, there's no such thing as a perfect figure line, but I feel like with Classified, I'm buying. I mean, like, there's some stuff I'm just like, I'm not in the Tiger Force. So I'm not going to buy it. But and like the Steel Core, they're not bad figures by any means. It's just I'm not interested in G.I. Joe army builders. That's what the Joes are for. I mean, they could just be any regular army at that point. But yeah, I mean, they're like the hip percentile for them was like 97% with me because everything I get is like, oh, that's amazing. So that's how it goes. Robert's Infinite Realms. What's up, Robert? How are you? Hey, Jeff. Hope you're doing good. It's almost Friday, as David Haynes once said. Northern Nomad. Hey, everyone. What's up, Northern? How are you? No. Blake, closer to that Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes team. She is. I think it's weird that they use the same exact head sculpt that they did for Warbird. She's not her identical twin. It's weird. But yeah, I'm trying to line up or figure out who would be a suitable head swap. And I think they sculpted that mask on, but I'm just gonna have to paint because it's like, what are y'all doing? But you channel members, you VIP members, will find out what I'm talking about that real soon. As soon as I get the thumbnail done, and it's already uploaded, so you'll see it real soon. Maybe even tonight. Spoiler. Michael Solis, Injustice, Brainiac, and yeah, I also believe there's no point in buying something you don't like just to review it. Exactly. Like, why? Burlington Coat Factory is more than great coats. Yeah, they've had some figures. Like, I can't believe you guys have them, but like there were some decent Marvel Legend deals. They've had a few WWE Superstar figures, but it was nothing like, oh yes, I can't believe I found it in Burlington. Let me go online. The lines aren't that bad. So it's like I just want them to have something I want because they do have some deals. David Thanos, check out Big Bad, everybody. Got it on the list too. Just got an email. They have huge clearance specials. West Coast Avengers pack is 100. I feel like Amazon has had that for cheaper. Let me do a real quick thing. I think you got the same email that I did. Like it's 755. Yeah, I'm trying to. Let me do a quick check and let's see if it'll tell me. as I think. I'm pretty sure I got it when it was on one of their cheap sales. Like right now, it's if you have Prime membership, it's $87.29 on Amazon. Oh, we see how much I paid for it. Let's see. Uh-oh. So my original version got lost in the mail. It was really weird. And darn it. They're not going to show me what it was that I paid for it. Okay. I'm pretty sure it was 100 under 100. So I think that's one where we start seeing their big sales throughout this month that will be a lot cheaper, like maybe 70, 60, who knows. I think you get a good deal for that whole set. Maurice, possibly classic Dazzler might work. And almost got the ready-made mask too. Yeah, I don't mind them reusing heads. I just like when they did the Black Widow using the Mary Jane head. I was like, what are y'all doing? This is way too close. I don't know. It's weird. Randall G, what's up? Today is Friday. Got Nemesis Enforcer in yesterday. Awesome figure. He really does look cool. I mean, I'm trying to, of course, figure out when the 2024 releases started for G.I. Joe and then go, all right, well, Nemesis Enforcer, of course, is going to be really close to the end of them because I don't assume we're going to see too many more. Also, has anyone gone to their local Barnes and Nobles? Apparently, the latest wave with Alpine, Storm Shadow, and the Iron Grenadiers, they're seeing them there. So maybe if it's worth a shot for you, go for it. Oops. Lefty, Haslab Dragonflies inbound. ETA to my location Monday. That's exciting. Devin B says Odin is 50 on Amazon right now. Was he 60 bucks? I'm trying to remember because I knew I got him cheaper than that, but I'm trying to remember exactly why I got him cheaper than that. Let me see. I got him from Target, and he's been one of their modern 85th anniversary figures they actually have in stock. Let's see. I'm typing in Marvel Legends Odin, and that's why it's 50 at Amazon because they're price matching the Target price. Now, again, if you have not used that 25% off deal, you can get this for cheaper. So I got him for like 34 because of that special. So, and I figured they're not going to have Phoenix because I have not seen her. So I got Odin with that, and then another 5% because they kicked it in for my birthday. You can also order him right now on their website, so that's good. I've got plenty in stock, and I think $49.99 is a good price. Was he originally 50? I think that was the deal, $59.99, which I don't think it was terrible, but you had to know, of course, everything they have, with very few exceptions, goes on sale. And if it's around this time of year, even if it's relatively new, you can get swept up in a sale like this, 25% off, and come away with a really nice deal, really good price for them. Like getting Odin for 35 bucks is pretty much a clearance price anyway. Like, I don't think he would stay on the shelf or on their website for any lower. And unless Ollie's gets him in and has him for 20 bucks next year this time, I'm pretty comfortable with that price. And the figure is really nice anyway. So it's one of those deals where it's like, I don't want them to feel like we can't put this kind of effort or work into a figure because it's just going to end up at Ollie's for 20 bucks later on down the road. So I'll get it when it's at sale with one of their retail partners. And I'm buying him at basically their full price and just using coupons or whatever to knock that price point down some. So Target's encouraged, Hasbro's encouraged to do more exclusives with them. It all works out well for everybody. Maurice, for some reason, my desktop YouTube keeps buffering, but my phone app works just fine. Good to hear it. Glad it wasn't on my end. Maurice, I'm with you. They really needed to include a classic Carol Danvers head sculpt. I don't know what they were thinking with that. It's just like, what are you doing? It is right there. And since we're talking about her, let's go right there. It's just I don't get it. It was such a baffling decision. And yeah, they were talking. We got some special add-ons. It's the same stuff as they included with that Warbird figure. And because of that, why not just show everything that came with the figure right away? It didn't make any sense to me. So here's our Dark Avengers Warbird. I still am hating the whited out eyes. That doesn't make sense. In the art that they show with the package, it's very clearly no domino mask here. It's all enclosed, it's all black. Which, if you want to do the whited out eyes in that case, it's fine, no problem. I do like this costume though. It is so cool. And the colors pop really nicely. I'm wondering if maybe they're gonna go, okay, here's the Carol Danvers version, and this part here that's black, they're gonna turn blue. You know, in the comics, they had that blue black shading, so it's kind of like, hey, was Han's jacket on Hoth brown or blue? I'm still undecided. I like blue more for that, so I'm going with blue. But maybe that's what they're gonna do. But I just do not understand. Hey, let's use the exact same head sculpts that we used already. Doesn't make any sense. It's like weird. Like Blake said, in a pinch, here you go, your Earth's Mightiest Heroes version of Miss Marvel, but it doesn't really work perfectly for your Dark Avengers uh Miss Marvel. She should have like a sneering head sculpt or something, a little bit more evil to her. And we don't have that with either of these expressions. So not quite sure what they thought about that, but it was a choice they decided to make. Posing's always cool, but yeah, just it's a really weird choice there. I'm not quite sure what they did. By the way, it's up on my affiliate Entertainment Earth, and they've got a Black Friday deal where you have free shipping on orders 39 and over, which basically is 2 Marvel Legends figures, no problem. So check them out. Tell them Lau's Figure Files sent you. All right, so what we got here. Real Big John, I'm saving this for later. Rick H says you should always shop around. Shop around. Does anybody know that new edition song? Great. YOLO Park Nemesis Prime was much cheaper on Amazon versus Big Bad Toy Store. Yeah, jumping all around like we're in the House of Pain or something. But let's go through this clearance sale because it's funny when they have stuff at a clearance price point as at Ollie's for way cheaper. So let's take a look at some of these sales they've got going on right now over at Big Bad Toy Store. They got sci-fi, they got Star Wars, they got Marvel Legends. Let's go to Marvel Legends. That's one where we can quickly identify the cheap deals, the great prices. So I mean, this Hydra Stomper Build-A-Figure Wave, $16. It's still a bit much for these guys. And we got the Age of Apocalypse line. Those are in a lot of cases still a lot of people's ollies. So there you go with them. Miss Marvel, she is absolutely at ollies. Ditto for Captain Marvel. I think this price for Ghost and Luis is solid. The Hot Suit Zaraze are also at ollies for $10. So you're paying more than you would if you could just have an ollies nearby. And in some cases, it's a decent amount more. So I do need to get J. Jonah Jameson because I still need to finish building the Armadillo Build-A-Figure. So that's one I got my eye on. Super Adaptoid, he's $20 at Ollie. So thanks for the sale, I guess. Ditto for more of these Cassie Lang Build-A-Figures. They're at Ollie. So it's a solid sale. This Rogue is $10 there. I just finished reading the Champions, so I want Ghost Rider and his Hell Cycle. Just let me conjure up a little motorcycle for me. So it's a decent sale if you don't have an Ollie's or a way to get these figures, which are available cheaper. I mean, if otherwise it's decent, but it's not a break the bank and get them right now. I always advise, like right at this point in time, it's just got started. We're into November right now. This stuff's gonna be cheaper later. And November 7th is solid, but November 27th, that's when the real sales will be kicking on as Target, Walmart, Amazon, Entertainment Earth, Big Bad Toy Store, they're all going in the ring to fight for the best deal to get your money. And Hasbro Pulse, they'll have their big sale too. So patience. Patience, young one. I think that's when you should bite on a lot of this stuff. They do have some good deals, but you can get them cheaper later. Christopher, what's going on, my man? Omega 579. Just order Odin. Nice. Jack Frost. Has anyone seen the CT toys? Brown suit Wolverine? He's awesome. CT toys? No. Let me do a quick check. That one I haven't heard of, which means absolutely nothing. I see. CT toys Wolverine. Let's see. What is the word? Okay. What is this? Oh, the best bootleg. Oh, it's a bootleg version of the Mayfax. Gotcha. Okay. People are calling it the perfect bootleg. Okay. Let's see here. All right, let's do a quick share this with everybody. I mean, people are raving about it, Jack. Let's see. So we got him right here. This is what it looks like. We got some on eBay. That's wild. So people are saying this is amazing and awesome. It does look pretty nice. Huh. Who knew? That's what happens when I'm like away from stuff. Super impressed with the quality of the CT Wolverine. Exclusive first look. Okay. Nice. Where did you get it from, Jack? If you can share. David Thanos, Odin 60. I got him for 40 at Target, 25% off, and another discount. Very good. That's a very solid deal for that figure. They put a lot of work into him. Oh, this insane price at Best Buy too. That's right. Best Buy is another place to sneakily buy figures from. You can't get any good movies or anything nowadays, but you can get some good figures. Let's take a stroll through their website because they will literally have some stuff that's really fun and actually like, oh man, I can't believe they have them for this cheaper. Let's go first with McFarlane Toys because that's where I got my latest one from them because I had $10 that I needed to use. Let's see. So here we go. So they've got the McFarlane Green Lantern Corps, $30. They had this set, the Batman versus Bane. I think they had it for $49.99. I don't remember how much it was, but $49. That was a solid price for that. Of course, it was like, don't be responsible. Can't get it right now. But yeah, that was a really decent one. Now they had some stuff earlier this week on sale. They got the Batman Forever Batmobile and Alfred. You're essentially paying 72. No, 70. Yeah. No, 79. Yeah. No, what is it? They're 22 over there now for these figures. So Batmobile is not a bad price, and they basically throw in an Alfred for you. Let's see what else. Huntress is there too. So Penguin, one of my favorite figures of 2024. He's there. Seeing if there's anything else kind of fun. Let's check out their Marvel Legends selection. What are they working and talking with over here? I did Marvel Legends, not Marvel. All right, $10. You can get them that free item with purchase too. So that's always fun to get something else free. See anything else cool? We got Dracula, the Strange Tales. They got Scars. Well, any sales, any good deals? Looks like that's all what they have in stock, but not bad. Again, Best Buy is sneakily solid in terms of actually having figures in there. Maybe nothing else you want, but good work on them. And then there was something else I forgot too. I think they've got a really nice deal on Star Wars figures. Just so wild that they've become like a real legitimate spot to get figures from. And this is one I may need to pick up because I haven't as of yet, but here at this price. Return of the Jedi, Boba Fett. It was like $35. It's now $13. Let's see. If you want that Din Djarin and don't feel like driving all the way up to Ollie's, you can get it for $9.99. I got some helmets, Carson Teva, and they're still putting in new stuff. They got Savage Press, so there you go. Darth Revan's FX lightsabers, $55.80 off, so it's $223. Ditto for Ahsoka's lightsaber and Sabine's lightsaber, which is really Ezra's. Let's see. Wish this Hoth Imperial Snowtrooper was $16 for the Black Series, but alas, no. Let's see anything else. Return of the Jedi, Chewbacca. the great indoor Han Solo figure, which I love, love, love. It's $20, so that's a decent sale price. Oh, wait, we got another whole page of them. Let's see what else we got. I was about to say, if this Darth Maul is $10, you need to run right away and get him. If you can find this Darth Maul from Clone Wars for $10 at your local Best Buy, I highly recommend it. That's a crazy deal. So they got some stuff. Again, everybody's gonna start flooding their websites, their stores with crazy deals. Save your money these next 2 weeks. This is the time to just like, I'll get to you later because I've got some bigger ideas in mind. Thank you. $60. Yeah, that's probably a little bit much there for me. Laura, I remember Barnes and Nobles had Jada, Ryu, and Chun-Li months ago. I was shocked. Yet still, GameStop doesn't. Right. They don't have video, which is really, really weird. Christopher says, just ordered Figuarts Sun SS Goku for $60. Is that a good price or no? David Thanos says Best Buy is getting Marvel Legends. I haven't been inside one in so long. Blake, I'm waiting for all these bigger ticket items to go down. Odin, Crystal, and Lockjaw, Hulkbuster, because you know they will. I'm wondering if we're going to see those 2-packs on Amazon for cheaper. I got the Baron Zemo and Arnim Zola when it hit one of those early sales, but Crystal and Lockjaw will be one I would circle quickly if it's on sale. The Hulkbuster does look cool in person. I was like, I don't need this. And so I was like, that is a pretty cool Hulkbuster figure. So we'll see. All about the villains. Yo. What's up? Just got my Danny catch and bite today. Woo! What do you think? I really liked it. I wish it was a little bit bulkier, but besides that, really fun. Ren Rock 80s Rants and Real Talk. What up, though, fam? What's up, Ren? And happy belated, Jeff. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate that. King Collector. Now feeling that new Odin. I prefer the old Build-A-Figure one. Man, that Build-A-Figure one, I could not wait to replace him. I couldn't replace him fast enough. World Warrior. What's up? Getting my Marvel Legends Moon Knight next week from Big Bad Toy Store. And I will finally complete the Blackheart Build-A-Figure. Wow, was Moon Knight the last one you were waiting on to complete it? I forgot about him. Man, Blackheart is one I'm really going to need to remember. I want him. And that Moon Knight looks pretty cool. I'm trying to remember if there's any other one. Bloodstorm's cool, I guess. I know they're not going to finish the rest of that team. So it's just, I want to get too excited and hype and just have her sitting languishing on her own on the shelf. Max Williams, what's going on, Max? Got a Marvel Select Abomination in the mail today. I'm a sucker for figures that are giant hunks of plastic. Max, what do you think? Would you buy a Marvel Legends updated version of Abomination, or does that one cover your needs for him? It's a bigger figure now, because I feel looking at my Abomination Marvel Legends, this is probably putting him next to Giant Man. I was like, he can use an update now. Dark Knight 297. What's good, Jeff? What's up? And the Figure Files crew. What's up, man? How are you tonight? Excuse me. Blake, I keep seeing reviews for CT Toys Mayfex figures all over YouTube now. So not just this Wolverine. What else do they have? Michael Solis, I picked up that bootleg because of the hype. It arrives on Tuesday. Where'd you get it from? King Collector says, I got that Select Abomination. It still holds up. Awesome figure. Nice. Skew Raider, what's up? Nailed it again with the thumbnail, fam. Cops and Mask. Fire. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Laura, you don't have to wait till late November for the big sales. November 11th is Singles Day. And for years, they've outsold Black Friday and Cyber Monday combined. AliExpress runs many deals then. I'll be on the lookout for it, Laura. Jibru, what's going on, my friend? It's not good to hear your... what are you very, very angry about? Let's do Lions, BK. I was able to get a price adjustment for the Bane Bat set at Best Buy and use a $10 coupon on top of it. Just paid $42 for Odin. You're running and winning these sales with another rewards coupon. Best Buy is a place you need to keep an eye on. For sure. They're putting out some crazy deals, and it's like, yeah, it's time to hit them up again. Kind of betting on Post Outlet. Yes, same. Because it's funny. There's some places that I will get discounted figures from, like my local comic book store. But when Post Outlet has their sales, it's cheaper than basically everyone except for Ross and Ollie's. And that's when I tend to really gobble up. See what I did there? The big Thanksgiving weekend sales for Marvel figures, Star Wars, Transformers, if they have anything on G1. And yeah, it's a good time. Star Wars, if I didn't mention them already, it's a good party. Of course, JoJo Classified series. David Thanos. I go to Best Buy maybe once every 2 months. I remember when I would go every Tuesday. Right. It was like a Tuesday would not pass without me going to a Best Buy. Oh man, here it is. And I realized I'm paying $27 for something that on Black Friday is gonna be $5.99. So, but yeah, I miss those days. Big Little Collectibles, currently rearranging my collection room. And just a PSA, be sure to keep all your accessories organized and in the same place. I didn't realize how bad my organization skills are. The worst part is when you kind of keep it organized and then you find a random spear, a sword, or a pistol. It's like, who does this go to? And then you go online and nope, that's not where that goes. And it's just like a cycle. And you're trying to figure out where these random accessories went. DJ Jedi, what's up, y'all? What's up, man? How we doing? Kid Collector, yeah, I forgot about Blackheart too. I need that. I think that's a problem when there's a full wave that you don't really care about, but you really are invested in the Build-A-Figure. Devin B, I'm looking forward to the X-Men 97 Emma Frost that is rumored. She is going to be dressed very warmly because she's too hot in that outfit that she normally rocks. Maurice, they got bootlegs of a lot of Mafex stuff like Symbiote Suit Spidey, Amazing Spider-Man, among others. Any DC stuff? All about the villains. I'm still waiting for the Marvel Select Annihilus to come out. One of my all-time favorite villains. He is a really good villain. I really, really wish that they would do a whole Annihilation arc in the MCU. That could be amazing. Excuse me. Tuesday, gotcha. Well, we're here to have a good time and party talking about figures. So I'm gonna keep the real world away from my little bubble, allows figure files. But yeah, it was something. Rick Cage, Marvel Select does the best brutes. I put together Build-A-Figure Legends and sold them. Marvel Select Abomination, Hulk, and Juggernaut with my Legends Thunderbolts are fire. I really do like the Marvel Legends Juggernaut, though. I mean, the Joker can hit the one foot down, one in the air pose. Like, I don't need another Juggernaut figure, I don't think. Michael Solis, AliExpress is a great place for decent knockoffs. Nice. Max Williams, I like the latest Abomination that Legends has done. I just got Chode already, who uses a lot of the same parts, so I wanted some more variety for my shelf. I totally understand that. Randall G, I'm about to talk about them. Let's see, where was I on this list of things to discuss? Let's just jump to it right now. Let's do it. For those of you who didn't see, did I see the new Hot Toys Batman The Dark Knight Returns figure? Yeah, what's the deal with this? Hot Toys is doing comic book based figures now. I mean, stick to the movies. Keep my wallet safe. But yeah, this is a pretty fun looking figure here. I was curious how they were going to implement this with their sculpting and all that good stuff, but it's a really cool looking, bulky Frank Miller style Batman. Got the batarangs in between the fingers. That's cool. The chunkier little edges on the gloves. That's cool. Head sculpt looks pretty Miller-esque as well. $255, not a terrible price point. Let's go to this one. I think I have another window. Yes, that I can zoom in a little bit more on these accessories, which are very cool. This is not a toy, says Todd McFarlane. Got a little wire to the batarang. That's nice. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a fifth with the wire. That's fun. Stand, cape, equipped with bendable wire so you too can have all that fun. I'm not sure how often we've seen that with Hot Toys figures, so that's cool. Then we've got the mask head with three interchangeable lower faces, and this one is really, really good in terms of Frank Miller expression. The gritted teeth, I think, works well. The smiling one, I don't know. Is it giving y'all a little Hank Pym vibes too, or is it just me? Newly developed body portrays Batman's muscular physique, i.e., how he looked big and brawny in Dark Knight Returns. That's a solid array of accessories for a 255 figure. I mean, the bendy cape, something we haven't seen from them before. The gun, the sniper rifle looks really nice. I like the face plates. I'm a big fan of those kind of interchangeable deals. So solid. You can do the iconic Batman through lightning pose. What else we got with this guy? So you can do this if you'd like too. And I really dig the fact that you can put the nunchucks, the batarangs in between his fingers. I don't remember if anybody was doing that before Miller did. And I just thought it looked so cool. Being able to do that with the figure is really nice. And you know, with the Hot Toys quality, you're not going to have to worry about any funny stuff. So very cool. A little grime there on the utility belt as well. I think this one really does a great job of channeling Frank Miller. That's cool. 18 more photos. And then there's just some more stuff if you still need to add some high price Batman stuff to your collection. But I think that Hot Toys Dark Knight Batman, it's pretty good. Ryan Daly, what's up, figure fans? What's up, Ryan? How are you tonight? Undercover Colton. Hey everyone, little bit late to the party this time. It's all good. We're still partying. Randall G. I wish it was a lighter blue version with the yellow oval and the belt around the leg due to the rifle. I figure we're going to see that. Maybe what they'll do, since Hot Toys does tend to add these little details for those once in a moment kind of thing in a movie or now a comic book, I bet we're going to see the oval have some sort of magnet setup where you can swap it and have the target because it got shot. That would be really cool. And you know they're going to do the blue. I mean, you can't just do the black and call it a day. They've developed a new body for the Dark Knight Returns Batman, so they got to get their money's worth out of it. Undercover Colton, why does Batman have a sniper? Got to read the story. It's really good. If you haven't read it, it's one of those I think actually holds up to all the hype and overrated. Oh, it's one of the best stories ever. And, I think it's really good. I don't know if I call it one of the best ever, but it's definitely something worth reading because he's about to get the job done this time. Right, my kid told me my Ultron collection wasn't big enough, so I ordered 2 more. Now I have 9 times. Where are you still buying Ultron figures from? Rick Cage. Hot Toys had to do comic style. I'm already near the rabbit hole. I love the Alpha Chun-Li by Starman I just got. I'm looking for more. Nice. What is that one? Okay, let's see. I'm trying to keep up with all the conversations in the chat. It's like, oh, that's interesting. What's going on? Now, speaking of high-end figures, Star Ace just revealed, put up for pre-order their Queen Maeve figure from the boys. She's not cheap. And, comparatively, looking at that Hot Toys Batman to this Queen Maeve, it seems like there's a big discrepancy. And I don't know if Star Ace is coming out on the better end of this one. But here she is. I think the likeness is really good to the actress Dominic. I'm trying to remember her last name. I think they did a really good job with this head sculpt. The hair looks good too. Her outfit, pretty solid. Again, it's $354, so that seems a little bit more expensive than some of these other ones. And she's expected to ship this month, so whatever that's worth, we'll see. Now, I'm trying to think, did they do a Starlight figure already? And Homelander? Let's take a quick look. All right, let's see. They have done a Homelander figure or no? No, just quarter scale statue. But that's a really nice looking figure. Looks like nothing for old girl. So I don't know what we had there for. Anyway, so here's Queen Maeve. Her sword, I mean, it's not like a super complex sword from the show. There you go. You got that. And let's go dig into the collage so you can get a better sense of all the detail. here. We've got 3 different sets of hands, 2 flame effects, a glass, because you got to have her goulet on. Looks like a cell phone. And then we've got her stand, and that's cool. Got the details on her outfit. This is for when she gets shot at, so she can do her Wonder Woman homage tribute. I just don't see the price here for this. Now that I got the silicone body, that's cool. But boy, I'm struggling to see where all this money's going to with this one. Again, this likeness, I love it. I think they did a really nice job. You can see the bullet effects here, shooting off on her armor. I wonder how this hair will hold up over time. But right now, it looks really good. So you've got the flaming effects here. That looks good. You can always use those for other figures too, so that's fun. But I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? Are y'all interested in this figure? Too much. G-Brew. I never cared for Miller's Dark Knight Returns. I like Year One and Ronin. Never been big on Daredevil. So David Thanos, you got it. Nice. 9 times. He says he's a real righteous dude. Ryan, Amazon still has Ultrons for the normal retail price. Nice. I missed out on getting some cheaper last year during a Pulse Power Day sale. Do they still have them on the site? Because if so, it's almost time again. Randall, my Brave Foil Batman just shipped today. I should get it tomorrow or Saturday since I live near Las Vegas. Where'd you order him from? AliExpress? All about the villains. Shipping notification, email, Mezco, TMNT. Turtles arrives tomorrow. Nice. How excited are you for him? She has 1,000-yard stare. Michael, she's looking right through your soul for 354. Doc Avenger. Hey, everybody. I want to ask that everyone else get their Nemesis Immortal delivered by postal service instead of FedEx. On the other hand, I don't really care for the look of them. Really? So I got an email, when they were like, it's being shipped out right now. It said DHL was handling. So when my post office man, who's also a Niners fan, so we always commiserate on the losses. We're like, yes, we're going to the Super Bowl after every win. When I saw him instead of the DHL truck, I was a little bit confused because DHL, according to their website, said he was coming on next like Monday. I'm like, oh, he's arrived faster. He flew faster. Boy, were his wings tired, but I was very happy to get him early. Nemesis arrived the other day for me. All about the villain says. Rick Cage, no thanks. I saw the Queen this morning. I'll just look at my Power Princess and be happy. Ryan, Doc, I think Hasbro's have been maxing out their FedEx shipments with the 2 recent Haslabs, so they need other carriers, some of the smaller products. That makes sense. Oh, that's right. Yeah, so we got the Dragonfly right on the heels of Giant Man. Chibru, I think that Queen Maeve looks like a real girl doll. Randall G, I got through McFarlane's site. Oh, okay. Wait, which one were you getting? I've gotten confused. Oh, you're Brave for Batman. That's right. I don't know why I was thinking the Mayfex one, but yes, that's it. I love that about Todd. It's like I'm showing it to you, and it's going to come out in stores 2 days later. Dog Avenger. This is the first class bat. I'm not feeling it, man. I hate THL. So, were you thinking you were going to like it more in person, or just kind of like, I'll give it a shot, and then? Because I don't think he changed a whole lot from their initial reveal of him to the figure in hand. And I know sometimes it gets a little shaky, but I thought he's pretty consistent from what we saw. Yes, I got one from the Bad Guys wave a couple years ago. The other 8 are from the Ant-Man wave. I have so many Cassie Lang arms. Me too. Also, do you have that Bring on the Bad Guys one as your Ultron Prime figure? Tom Finn, 2018. What's up, man? I'm completely out on 1/6 scale. Too much money, not enough space, and some of those soft goods, leather especially, don't always hold up well. What figures have you had issues with them not holding up well on you? All about the villains. Nemesis got delivered by USPS. Yeah. Okay. Maurice, a lot of the larger developers, delivery companies will often use USPS for the last mile delivery. Ah, yeah, I've seen that happen. I can't remember too many Hasbro things. It is funny because normally with a Pulse item coming in, I'm like, your item's being shipped out today. I had not been getting my normal updates on Nemesis Immortal. I was like, where is he? I had to check to make sure. I was like, okay, did y'all send me an extra one just for being awesome? Undercover Colton. Still need to get the bring on the bad guys Ultron for my main Ultron. I have a Cassie Ultron, but those work better as drones. Dog Avenger. I think the Gargoyle's wings look better on him. Do you have a Gargoyle wing? I don't remember. I don't collect that line, so I can't tell you the name of that character exactly. Thalog? I'm actually considering getting a Toy Biz Ultron as a Brute or something. That bigger one from that terrible show. Devin B. I'm going to play the long game on the Nemesis Enforcer. I learned from Dr. Mindbender. Had to buy the carded one for the Cobra Cape. Big Little Collectibles. Got Nemesis Immortal this week. Also, such a cool figure. I love that we're really covering the whole gamut. Like, people are like, this is amazing. Some are like, it could have been better. King Collector. Yeah, your giant man looks good. I'm still trying to find that thing on Big Bad Toy Store. I can't believe I missed out on that Haslab. And it is kind of surprising because normally, like, right when they start getting, when everybody gets theirs, Big Bad is like, hey, we've got 15 and you can get them for $400. Maybe they charged 300 since he was 200. David Thanos, you could tell the holiday season is around the corner. I'm getting most of my deliveries thrown on the front yard. So, technique. But our postal man is amazing. So he always handles it with care, which I really appreciate. He's awesome. Thalog, like Elias, spelled almost backwards. Thank you. My Alpine ship from Barnes & Noble, which is a weird thing to type. So you actually were able to just straight up order from the website. Now I'm like, all right, let's try again. When I went on there before, I couldn't even do the whole, like, they just had like generic names for them. So I wasn't sure who was who. Let's try. I know we did this Barnes & Nobles thing earlier when people were finding, no, it was Books A Million. They were finding that Wonder Woman. Maybe what happened. Oh, right there. Big picture. The big picture. They don't have the listing. Like they don't have the thumbnail right there for it, but here you go. 1 to 2 days. Now it's time to pay more to get premium membership to get an additional 10% off. You collect stamps. Let's see. So got him. That's cool. Your local store may have stock of this item. Well, do they? I'll have to check that out because my patience is a limit with cool G.I. Joe figures. Albert Pine. Well, to see if he is available in a store near me, I might have to take a road trip tomorrow after work to go to Barnes & Noble. Sir, you here for the books? No, I'm here for Alpine. YOLO. Oh, yeah. You're awesome. Have him. Quick kick and bazooka. Nice. I cannot wait for it. Did you put your order in for straight facing eyes? I did. And, it took a second. It took 2 calls to Hasbro customer service. Like, they were like, you call, you're next in line. Your wait time is 2 minutes. After 20 minutes, I was like, you know what? Clearly they put me through to the wrong person. So I tried again, like another 15 minutes later, and it took like 35 minutes to get to somebody. I was like, you fool. You should have stayed on longer. I got through to somebody, and they have been getting swamped, deluged with people calling about these Haslabs. Because, like, yep, here. What do you need? Here you go. We got you covered. Mid-December is when the very nice rep that I spoke to said I should expect my package of eyes. That's going to be the weirdest delivery. It should be the weirdest delivery I get all throughout December. Hey man, you get your eyes yet? Yeah, here they go. It's gonna be fun. But I do like Giant Man. I thought he was really fun. I do kind of wish they had looked at their Ant-Man figure, which I think is perfect, and incorporated the colors that Ant-Man has onto the big giant man figure. Cause it's like, I don't know why all of a sudden he gets bigger and his clothes get darker. Maybe it's those unstable molecules. I need to talk to Reed about that. Michael Solis, I can't stand DHL. It always shows up later and gets delivered to my neighbor across the street. That's not good. Good thing they're not a collector. All about the villains. I talked to Big Bad Toy Store customer support a while back, and they said they will no longer be getting any Haslabs moving forward because Hasbro wants to make an exclusive to Hasbro only. Interesting. It's kind of messed up. You had to call their customer support on that. That's something they should have on their homepage. Like, yo, if you want that Haslab, don't come looking here. Interesting. I wonder what people are selling. Well, I don't have to wonder. We can find out together. How much do we think people are charging for Giant Man on eBay? I'm sure it's going to be very reasonable, like most items on eBay. Well, there goes that thought. Let's see here. What we're working with. So the first one that pops up, $379. It's a little bit of a markup considering he was $200. Let's see, $369, $374. I love this. They got the boxes like, I was prepared to sell this sucker off, and now you're gonna pay more. $300 with all tiers. Really? All tiers? The zombie faceplate and the antennae? Nice. Is this the same seller? Okay, I don't know why we needed more than one. 425. Oh, that's factory sealed. How's it factory sealed? This the box 2 and 1 are open. $399. What a great price. These guys, I tell you, sweethearts. This one's remotely reasonable until you get to that $55 shipping. $299, and you can pay an additional $30 for the shipping. Good grief. People are trying to get paid for doing nothing but ordering a year ago. Gosh, that's just wild. So crazy. Hopefully those prices will come down so everybody's looking for them can get it cheaper. Jeez. Ryan, I gave up waiting for Hasbro to respond to my email. So I call. I don't see the rest. Darn, I don't see the rest of your email, Ryan. I guess I got lost in the ether. G-Brew, I did get the Operation Monster Force Dracula and Delta Red Vampire Trooper guy. They're nice figures. Then what scale is that? 3.75 inch, or are they actually 6 inch? I also got the first volume of Peach Moko's Ultimate X-Men, which is very manga inspired. Thank you. That I remembered. It's not manga, it's manga. Manga inspired. Undercover Colton. I always forget that Barnes and Noble sells figures. So I used to go pretty regularly. And I'm trying to remember what line I was going for because they had them consistently. It's been several years now to the point where I was like, well, there's nothing left to see here. And they got G.I. Joe figures. I may be showing up. They might be back on a first name basis with me. I may come back in like Norm. Jeff! So a lady entered my store today. Now that's the Al Bundy deal. Jamlin, I know it sounds a little odd, but Barnes & Noble is the first place I ever saw Black Series at. I got the first Han Solo there. Maybe that's where it was, but I know Barnes & Noble had a line of figures that I was going to their stores all the time for because they had them pretty consistently and for the same price as everybody else, which is very cool because, you know, it's like, we're going to charge y'all a little bit more because it's not what we sell. Keeping a regular price makes me come back. So, yeah, it's a good deal. It's good stuff. I will try something, guys. G-Brew. There's omnibuses of the Hama era, G.I. Joe stuff from the 80s coming out. Paperback from IDW. Ran across it on Barnes & Noble website recently. How much were they charging for it? Big Little Collectibles. I was hoping the Marvel Legends Cabal 3-pack was going to stick around for Black Friday. Just checked on Amazon. It's sold out. Do Amazon exclusives usually get restocked? Yes. I'm not sure why it's sold out, but yes, I can't think of one of their exclusives, especially when it came out in this same calendar year, that would be gone, just never to be heard from again. I think we can safely count on it coming back in stock soon, hopefully before Black Friday and all that good stuff. Let's take a quick look on Amazon for what they've got hopping on the Marvel Legends front. Looks like they've got the Spider-Verse figures in stock. Yeah. Wolverine looks like the only one from the Secret Wars sold out. So you can get the modern era version of Beyonder. Boo. Oh, let's see anything else cool. I know they had a couple figures on sale when I checked a little earlier. So this set, for example, and I know Ross had this one. That was 125 bucks. Now it's 55 or 49 if you get it from the right person. That's a really good set for that price. I mean, Strife and Random alone, and then you got the Portable Zero, you get Pretty Boy, and you get Vertigo to add to your Marauder collection. Very good deal. And at that point, it's way under 20 bucks, 25. Yeah, so we got a little bit of dip in the Strange Tales wave, $21.99 instead of $24.99. But at $3, you can start to stack up and maybe get closer to getting Moon Knight. Excuse me, is there anything else that's kind of interesting? Yeah, so Brother Voodoo, cheaper too. Speaking of cheaper, you can get a 2-pack for $23.14. Is this the time that I can finally get this set? Because I mean, this is basically what they were selling them for clearance over at Target. Might have to bite on that. But of course, they're still in the boxes. Like, so the main reason would be to get a better painted Spider Woman. But could I even trust it? Let's see what else we got here. Why won't you get cheaper? Cheaper, like $24.99, Cable. Actually, I think that 39 is pretty cheaper than he had been clocking in lately. So yeah, Bloodstorm's 23. So some of these figures are already cheaper. So this 2-pack here, the Wong and Doctor Strange, I'm hoping goes on sale come Black Friday. It's a solid one for everybody who missed out on it. $23.99 for those. So a lot of those Strange Tales figures dropping down a little bit. So I would definitely keep an eye on them the next couple of weeks. G-Brew. I brought my Figure Art Sailor Pluto figures at Barnes and Noble. I'm not sure if I ever bought any other figure there. They've been pretty good about keeping figure art stuff. Just nothing that I wanted. Christopher, yeah, it took me 40 minutes to get to my Giant Man eyes, but I got them. Nice. Good job, R2. We got him. Doc Avenger says, I love the Giant Man, but he's a little too big. I don't know. I am just loving the fact that that dude is a giant. It's not a, well, maybe he's tall guy. No, he is Giant Man. So much fun. Let me see here. Pull up. No, the only problem I had with him was when I was trying to shoot him for my review and was like, I'm not going to be able to do all my cool photo booth stuff for him, but it was still cool to actually shoot this guy and have a massive Giant Man figure in the collection to shoot. So much fun. I'm trying to get down to some of these other ones. I actually had a cool picture. I posed my Captain America kneeling on his shoulders, and he stood up pretty well until I tried to move him up to actually take the picture. Didn't quite work. But yeah, man, being able to do this, having Giant Man just grab Hulk like, why you little, having Namor fighting the other two. And I couldn't work in a mini Wasp in this shot, but it was like, dude, this is so fun. Let's take him out, buy some water, and do this fight like they did in the comic. And because he has so much great articulation and can get to this one knee pose, it really makes him look like a giant next to Thor, next to Hulk. Whereas, like, yeah, I know how Hank would feel like he's a big dude. Again, this should be the highest that we get a Hank Pym figure. We don't need the Goliath to be this big. Goliath should be about maybe here to Thor. He's certainly not Giant Man height. And if they do that, if they stick to that, that would be really cool. Tom Finn, do a search on Hot Toys flaking, and you'll see some examples on pleather not holding up well. I personally had two, count them, two Men in Box TB League Robin Hood figures from the Xenoscope comics where the pleather started flaking on me out. That sucks. Did you get the figure like long after release, or was it just as soon as you got it, it started messing up? Just terrible. Ryan, on the subject of Barnes and Noble, if y'all like the Tim Burton Batman films, yes, pick up the novel Batman Resurrection by John Jackson Miller, a great bridge story set between the movies. I'll check it out. Thank you. Rick Cage, Pim particles are unpredictable, Sir Jeff. I really enjoyed how happy you were unboxing Giant Hank. I mean, I was looking forward to this bad boy for a long time. So if I was going to be, it's just, that was going to be the worst. No, I was really excited. King Collector. Yeah, I got my Alpine and my Big Bad Toy Store pal loot this week. Glad to have him and Bazook together again. Finally. Yes, it's going to be, I might have that same Giant Man level of excitement with Alpine. Tom Finn. They were 6 years old at the time, but still shrink wrap with the original shipping boxes. Yeah, that shouldn't happen. Sorry to hear that. Genuine Price. What happens when you buy them on eBay and want straight eyes? I think some people were asking that on the forum because it's like, what do you do if you get with the dog pound? But what happens in that case? Are you just stuck with McFarlane exclusive side eye for your Giant Man that you paid almost twice as much to get? That would be terrible. Tom Finn. Hasbro responded to me pretty quickly. I'm on the list for the new Giant Man straight eyes. It's the variant. Jibber 112. Oh, cool. Where the players dwell. Operation Monster Force scales well with Hasbro. I also like the way their Dracula scales with the Four Horsemen Frankenstein's creature figure. Now that sounds enticing on another level too. Tom Finn, someone bought my first Black Series figure, Darth Maul, at Kmart. Yeah, when I got laid off the first time, I worked at Kmart. It was very weird. It's like, I went to school to work at Kmart, but it was very fun when the truck would come and they'd have figures. I'm like, oh, what's coming? It was like something 3 years old. I'm like, why? What's going on here? They'd have like the basic figures from WWE, but occasionally Kmart would actually have some cool figures. Like, I'm putting that employee discount to work. So shout out to everybody who used to work at Kmart. World Warrior with a straightforward looking eyes. Haslab Giant Man is $100 more. I don't doubt it. It'd be worse. Oh man. $60. Is that a good price for him or no? Ryan says you probably need the order number from the eBay seller. You'd also need 2 other numbers on the package. But then would they send the eyes to you or to the seller? It's like really complicated. Darth Primus, what's up, man? The Amazon, Marvel Legends, MCU Children of Thanos sold out, never restocked. Thank you. I did not remember if anything sold out from them. So just that set? It's interesting. Doc Avenger, my daughter was in a Ross somewhere near Lansing, Pennsylvania. She said it was crazy and there were figures. It's wild. This is assuming it doesn't have the right eyes. Some people got the right pairs. Yes, I'm trying to remember. Somebody last live stream said that, yeah, they got the proper looking into my eyes Hank Pym version. Cable and Wolfsbane have been showing up at GameStops again. Check your local GameStop, boys and girls. It wasn't my local one today that I went to, but now you've motivated me to try out one more time. And he's one. I'm just going to, if I see him, I'm just going to have to buy him right away. Now, you said they were showing up in stores. I wonder if the website has them. Let's see. I feel like this show has been me going on to different store websites. Like, well, what do they have? Let's see. Not on page 1. Let's take a look. There's so many Marvel Legend figures that have come out this year. I think I'm going to need your all's help in terms of figuring out what came out this year, what came out at the tail end of 2023, so close that I think it was a 2024 release. But we'll see. There's Wolfsbane. and Cable. See here? I don't see him yet. That's right. I still need to get Lilandra. This is so bad. That's another one I hope goes on sale. This one and the Lady Mandarin Wolverine set. Those two I really do want to get, and still Magneto. Yeah, it's just so much stuff. I wouldn't mind getting this Hulk in patch tuxedo look on sale. But I do think they messed up not giving us a Hulk who could actually fold his arms like that cover. You got a Marvel Legends Wanda zombie, which would probably be more meaningful to folks now, where they can actually put her next to a non-continuity Giant Man, but whatever. So Gable does not look like he's on the site. Oh well, it was worth a shot. We gave it a try. Time to hit up your GameStops again. Dog Avenger, I would love to see if Ross had the mindless one wave. That would be cool. Snake Eyes, question. Jeff, in the video, you said you don't want to mess with Giant Man's fingers. Why? If there are people saying they break, they're very stiff and they've got like joint 1, 2, 3. So you really need to heat them up. I put them in my sink with some hot water. It wasn't hot enough, so they were still like the thumbs and the pinkies would move pretty well, but the 3 middle ones were still pretty stiff and moving as one. And I was like, no, I'm not going to break them. So they're going to get the hair dryer treatment eventually, but just not right now. Harry G, what's up, my man? How are you? Thursday crew. Hope you're all having a great week. Doc Avenger, he's way bigger than my Frost Giants. How often would you put Giant Man against Frost Giants, though? I mean, like he is a on his own kind of hero where you don't have him interacting with Galactus all that often, the Sentinels ever. So I don't know. He's his own man kind of giant. Jamelin, whoever said Giant Man is a little too big, was that a joke, a pun? I read it that way because of the 2 instead of 2. Just wondering. Tomvin, love that homage to Avengers #3 in your picks. That one, oh man, there was this Art Adams did this really, really cool like picture. Of course, he did a picture, but he did this really cool drawing of that Avengers #3 setup. And I was trying so hard to find that on my phone. I was like, oh man, it saved it from wherever I took it. It didn't, keep going or whatever. I wanted to do that, but I'm not done taking those pictures. So you'll see some more Giant Man pictures. It was so fun to shoot that. Tom Finn, you're stuck with the side eyes if you get Giant Man on the secondary market. They ask for your order number, phone number, etc., to make sure you're the actual buyer. Yeah, I think you're right because that, I was just rattling that stuff off. And yeah, man, you're stuck on that one. Dark Knight 297. Dang, I haven't opened my Giant Man yet. I'm assuming I'm gonna have the same eyes issue. You don't need to, because I know at least one person on the chat last week said that they had the straightforward eyes. So it's not necessarily a case, but if you do have the straightforward eyes, maybe play the lottery that night. Mr. Jones, I have to go check my Ross and Ollie's. Haven't been in a while. There's probably some cool stuff there. I know Ross has inserted their holiday toy aisle. So they've added, they have their, let's throw them in the back and worry about them later. And we'll just split them down the middle between boys and girls. They've added the middle rack now where they're putting more stuff out. And they're putting like kind of random junk in there, but soon they're going to get some cool figures again. Ryan Daly, speaking of GameStop, hope the Duel of the Fates set ships next week and isn't delayed again. Yeah, because it's supposed to ship Sunday. I think my order said the 3rd. Dog Avenger. When I work for Woolworth, my kids put my Foot Locker discount to Thor the Ringer. Yeah. Woolworth is a parent company of Foot Locker and a lot of other companies. I didn't know that. Rick H. Hey, wasn't there a Walmart exclusive Sam Captain America Legend figure? I don't remember. Probably. Mr. Jones, when I worked the trucks at Target, I used to love when new Legends came in. Now, see, that would probably be really fun, but that would probably take so much longer than it took to break down those boxes at Kmart. Because I think that you had the truck come in on Wednesday, if I'm remembering this correctly. It was a couple years ago. And it was just this mass, all hands on deck. We got the truck coming. And they're just like throwing everything on the pallets. So it was like seeing the other side, which is why I'm glad I didn't work at like Target. Some place I like going to. Kmart was like in its dying days when I worked there, so it wasn't too bad. Jalen, man, I guess I just had lucky timing. I had no issue getting Cable or Wolfsbane. I heard Cable was getting tough and checked EE. He was in stock. Is he in stock now or when you did that earlier? Undercover Golden. Wolfsbane is hard to get now. Got mine at GameStop months ago, but she was readily available on Amazon. I am thinking that she was just earlier when I checked as well. Yeah, she's still available with no, I mean, they don't tell you when it's going out of stock, but right now she's $24.99, still chilling. I was just checking to see if Cable decided to go down in price just that fast. No, but he's definitely becoming more plentiful because he was like trending at like 55. So now I've got some motivation to go back to GameStop. Blake, Giant Man did do battle with the Frost Giants, didn't he, in Earth's Mightiest, when all the Avengers were separated but then came together in Asgard? Yes, he did. I'm trying to remember whether they're the same size or if he was taller. I don't remember. But I mean, hey, man, I'm fine until I get some Haslab size Frost Giants. Excuse me. Tom Finn, Jeffrey, can you drive over to M&T Bank Stadium real quick and ask the Ravens to give Justin Tucker some field goal attempts? Please and thank you. So when I was looking on Amazon, the game is 7-7, so it's not a lot of offense going on right now. Excuse me. Jalen, yeah, see, that's what I mean. I had to get mine, and I was a little surprised they asked for so much of my information that I know they have. I guess it's a fail-safe for them. But it's really weird in the sense of like, why would anyone be like, hey, I need a set of giant man eyes out of the blue? Like, who cares about straightforward eyes unless you're trying to sell them for $70? I've got those rare straightforward eyes, man. When you don't have to do any work. I mean, you got to call them maybe 40 minutes, 45 minutes, but that's it. You don't have to do anything else. Mr. Jones, yeah, I got my Cable and Wolfsbane fairly easily from Amazon when they originally shipped. Yeah, he was. He was like, what's the deal? All of a sudden, I was like, oh no, I missed out on Cable. And it was just like, Power Princess has been the only one that has been like, good luck. Sorry, you're short. You didn't buy her. I just assumed Cable was not going to be a problem because I figured they would make sure he was plentiful. Like they were going to overstock him, but not the case. I mean, when Cable came out, yeah. Dark Promise. The only other AA. Which one? I'm trying to remember now what AA stands for. All right. Snake Eyes just asked about it, and I'm very excited. My wallet might not be, but for now, I have been using my Toy Biz pretty decent enough Lord of the Ring figures, and they're solid, but Figuarts is apparently jumping into the license, and they tease some figures, which is all that I need to see because these could be really good. I'm assuming that's the real hero of the story, Samwise, next to Aragorn. But yeah, they're gonna be really hard to turn down because I really love those movies. I think Toy Biz did a solid deal with the likenesses of the characters, the cast, but their articulation was kind of limited and a little bit restricted. And the Hobbits in particular have really shoddy articulation just in terms of being able to do what I wanted to do with them. But yeah, Figuarts getting on there sounds really interesting. So I'm ready to see more than silhouettes. Mr. Jones, oh man, Power Princess, I figured would be sought after, so I pre-ordered her immediately. I did not realize and did not anticipate people going, oh, she's going to be my perfect stand-in for Marvel Legends Wonder Woman. Totally underestimated that. But fortunately, I'm not like such, oh man, Squad is supreme. I'm just gonna have Thunder with the team and call it a day. Dark Primus. The only other Amazon exclusive that I recall selling out was Marvel Legends Psylocke, Nimrod, and Phantom X 3-pack. That's true. And I guess they're trying to work to get those back out in the mix to people now, too. But that Nimrod was around for a little bit. Was it an Amazon exclusive? I felt like they was available somewhere else, too. Either way, I know I got it. Let me see real fast how hard that would be to find. 3-pack. There we go. Let's see if I bought it from Amazon, which they will tell me. Actually, I did purchase it from there. Shoot. You know, it had like you could buy it for $99 from somebody. But I guess that was just one of those resellers. Yes. So they have how much I paid $55.99 for that back in October 2020. That was a really good deal for it because that was one I was like, not really loving how everybody looks on this set. And the Psylocke head sculpt was way better than I anticipated. But yeah, I was happy about that. Phantom X and Nimrod were the real sellers for me, but Psylocke was a surprise one. That was a really solid set, though. Jibru, I walked in the GameStop literally the day they put Cable on the rack and picked him up. Very nice. Hopefully I can track him down. Ryan, there's a Black Suit Spider-Man and Craven 2-pack exclusive to Amazon that sold out fast, but came back a couple times. Yeah, I've definitely seen that. Snake Eyes, I hope Figuarts does a giant Lord Sauron. It's funny because he has that great moment in the opening, but then he's never seen the rest of the time in the whole trilogies, which is so he never really rates to me in terms of like great villains because like he's got that one cool, awesome scene, and then that's it. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate it. See you later, guy. I think. Oh, yeah, I have. That was everything on the news front. Now let's get into this topic for tonight since it's 9:30. And it just kind of dawned on me. We were talking in a chat a few weeks ago. There's some figure lines that were really great, really awesome. And because they haven't been revived, companies haven't picked them back up. They're just kind of falling by the wayside. And unless you were around and get them, you don't appreciate how amazing they were. And of course, there are Star Wars, the G.I. Joe, the Masters of the Universe, Transformers, so many great lines from back in the day. And they're like, oh, these were amazing. These were great. The nostalgia's here. Here's a Marvel Legends Secret Wars wave. McFarlane Toys is doing superpowers all over again. What are some of those lines that were not as appreciated because we were in the heyday of G.I. Joe, Transformers, Masters of the Universe, Star Wars, that didn't get their just due? That you're like, oh man, these figures were so amazing, so awesome. I wish more people knew about them, and we're still raving about them and craving for some company to pick the license up and bring them to us right now. And on the other hand, we're still seeing that. We're still getting people excited about Transformers, Masters of the Universe, G.I. Joe, Star Wars. It's like we never left the 80s. But what figure lines that are out right now that you're feeling are not getting the attention that they deserve? Because it's like, yeah, nobody cares. We're focusing on the big dogs. So old school, new school, what are some of your top underrated lines? I am going to go with one of mine first, and this is Spiral Zone. This line was so much fun. I love the show, and the figures were just as well done. I really think when the zombie craze was really big, someone should have picked up this license and done an action movie. I think Michael Bay would have gone nuts with this. But it was like, it was like the Giant Size X-Men, where it was a team comprised of people from all over the globe. We had a Russian, we had a guy from China, we had a Russian operative, and then we had 2 Americans. Now we didn't get the girl because girls have cooties, remember, boys, but we had everybody else. And the bad guys wore camouflage, red and black camouflage. They look really cool. And it's just like the outfits, those plastic soft good combinations. The soft goods didn't bunch up. This is back in the day. This is not like modern times where they tailored it so properly. They fit really well, and those figures had great articulation because they could hide it within the cloth good parts. The bad guys had this cool setup where they were in the zone and had a little zombified look. They weren't fully converted, but they had all these scars and scabs and had really cool names. And the good guys, led by Commander Courage, he's in the blue, if you couldn't have guessed. And their helmets, their designs look really great. I love Spiral Zone. I wish someone would pick up the license all over again. But yeah, I would love to get them all over again because they were really fun. Let's see what you guys are saying so far before I go into some more of my choices. Mr. Jones, they need to do some giant ents. I don't know why they would do giant ents. We got to get Treebeard at least. With figure arts, the Toy Biz Treebeard might actually still work. Rick Cage, Knights and Ninjas are a favorite. Good Lord of the Rings figures will go well with the horde of Mythic Legions and Masters figures I have. Max Williams says 2 words: Palisades Muppets. They cannot be underrated on this channel because I love that line of figures. Styler and Waldorf give me real joy every time I see them. I can just imagine going, ho, 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 every time I walk by and see them. So well done. And that line was crafted. Each one was done by care. They packed accessories that were like, I can't believe you're putting all this into these figures. So great. And I'm with you. People don't love that line or talk about that line nearly enough. So amazing. Ryan, Exo Squad. They were fun too. How many of them did you have? Mr. Jones, Exo Squad. Heck yeah. Dino Riders. Yes. Another solid one. Tom Finn, DC Icons. The first 3 or 4 waves before they started trying to upsize them. Yes. That was a problem. It was like they didn't make them tall enough to be fully compatible with Marvel Legends. Like, listen, you stuck with the scale. Just stay committed to it. Man, that line was a great what if. It just kept going. Mr. Jones, that Spiral Zone cartoon was bonkers. It was so dark for when we were watching those cartoons. It was like, whoa, this little kid did get stuck in the zone. Oh man, I loved it. So good. Jalen, dang it. I was typing Spiral Zone. I didn't think you'd have. I messed hard with Spiral Zone. That show came on Sunday mornings here for us. And we were able to watch it right before we went to church. So it was like, oh man, this is so much fun. It was like, oh, that episode was great. Let's go sit in church for 2.5 hours. But man, I love Spiral Zone. Those figures are great too. Big Little Collectibles. The Marvel Universe 3.75-inch line was gone too soon. That was a really good line until they started going, we need to cut. We need to make cuts. The Beast figure? Oh, gosh. And I'm still like, I cannot believe they put out an X Factor box set without giving us a Beast in that line. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. We did get one that was solid, Cat Beast. But yeah, the one I wanted, that's right. They rebranded and called it Marvel Infinite Series. And I was like, yeah, those figures were more expensive and they were lacking some articulation. It was just like, what are you doing? This is not the line we were promised. I don't know what they were doing. But this is Beast. And I saw him so many times. And I was like, yo, where is that articulation that I was loving with this line? And credit, he's not nearly as big as a giant Jim Lee Beast would be, but the price tag is $53. I mean, you get this vintage retro version that should be blue for $38, cheaper than this figure. And there's no way this figure is worth that price. 105, 124. Maybe Hasbro should release a new Beast figure. I don't know, but yeah, this is that Beast, and the Bishop they released is a little bit off too. But early on in that line, they were great. They were doing some amazing things. So I'm with you. It was a fun stuff. And then they were doing 12-inch figures that were in scale. It was like, this is amazing. We got Sentinels. We got Galactus. Great stuff. Yeah. Blake, Ramen Toys has definitely done an homage to some of those more obscure figure lines. Mask, Bravestar, Centurions, etc. All unlicensed. Yeah. Mask is another one that I have on my list because Mask, so great Let's see. Where's my picture for it? I don't have, but yes, mask for sure. I mean, I did the thumbnail. I don't know what happened to my picture of mask, but yes, for sure. And Mask is amazing. I mean, they were just transforming cars in a way that didn't feel like they were ripping off Transformers. They had so much. My brother and I, that was one of those figure lines we tag team big time on. You ask for this for Christmas, I'll ask for this. We had a lot of those figures, and their scale was cool because you could kind of take them out and put the mask on them and have them do solo individual outings outside of their vehicles, and then you put them in the vehicles and you transform. That show was great. The figures were even better. They had the Bunker Hill play set. I mean, and it was great. And then you could press the button and then the boulder would fly off. Good stuff. Was it Boulder Hill, Bunker Hill? One of the two. Really fun. And yeah, Ramen is doing them. I wish we get like it's impossible, a 6-inch figure line, because the characters were cool with their mask on their own. It was like we had two awesome toy lines in one, where their figures with their different cool masks. That was fun. And then they had the vehicles too. So wish we get them a 6-inch scale. Centurions too. Michael Solis, Jazzwares, Halo figures were amazing. When did they stop doing those? John Morrissey. Jeffrey, I just saw your recreation of Avengers Hate on Instagram. What a great photo. Clever use of bubble wrap. Great shot. Thank you. I saw them. I was going through Avengers like, oh, I could use those big bubble wraps as this little shield. Now, I probably should have done a little Photoshop deal and color all those yellow, but I was like, oh man, there you go. So I had a lot of fun with that. And again, I needed to have a little mini wasp and a stand-in for Rick Jones for that too, but it was really fun to do. Absolutely, Max. Dark Knight 297, Mask 112 would be fire. 100%. Dude, it was that line. They were great, and I would rebuy all those figures again. Cost be hanged. Tom Finn 2018. The Kenner Total Justice line was fun with the 90s versions of DC characters like Connor Hawk is Green Arrow. Yes, they were very prominent in my KB toys all the time, where this was around that time where I was like going to the mall with my college friends and like hearing the siren call of, you want to get back into action figure collecting. I was like, no, I'm in college. What are you talking about? But every time I go to the mall, I go to KB. And I was like, they've got these figures for 3 for 10. I think you better bite. That was all she wrote. Oh, DC Total Justice line action figures. They were sneaky, pretty prolific with those figures too. I mean, they did a ton of that Porter Morrison run of JLA, and it's just like a ton of those characters. So, a quick Google image search here for you. But I mean, we had Connor Hawk, Huntress, Parallax Green Lantern. We had Black Lightning in that outfit, which was something. Then here's like the main crew: Hawkman, Superman, Batman. Batman wasn't as great. Robin, Aquaman, Flash, Kyle Rayner. These extreme action poses were something. Then they had the Legends of the Batman. So we had Nightwing that we could throw in there too. So cool stuff. I mean, it was like, I was kind of toying like, do I want these? These look kind of cheap. But the price was really solid. And there's Despero, little Ashton from Come See Toys. Is he still doing them? I mean, the scale is all over the place. Wonder Woman is towering over Red Tornado and Martian Manhunter. Sculpts on the heads are a little bit dicey. Look, he's got the full collection deal for us. Dark Side. I mean, they had a ton of figures available. And they had that fractal armor gimmick. So it was a lot of stuff in this line. That's right. We had Superboy, Impulse, Zariel. So yeah, it was really fun for what they were doing at the time. Looks like custom deals. No custom. These are McFarlane figures. Fake out. But yeah, they were, there we go. There's Plastic Man in the mix too. They were really prolific with getting out those figures from that time frame. So good time. And yeah, for sure, Tom Finn, they were really knocking out those figures. Jamelin, Battle Beast. Yes, they were really fun. Snake Eyes, Avatar. Got Recom Quaritch figure. Okay. Aren't they still producing Avatar figures? Dark Avenger. Mattel's DC Direct. Which one from Mattel's DC Direct? Are you talking about DC Direct? Mr. Jones. We also need some new Filmation Ghostbusters figures and Captain Planet. What they called them, the original Ghostbusters? The ape and the two dudes? Was Eddie? What was the other guy's name? Captain Planet figures. They're fun. Ryan Daly. Battle Beast was awesome. It was. 1216 Anarchist. One of the first lines I collected as an adult was a Buffy and Vampire Slayer figures. Not much articulation, but solid nonetheless. The likenesses were really good, and they made for great figures to just put in your wrestling display for your wrestling ring crowd because they fit in just fine and they could just stand, which is all they were good for. But yeah, very fun. Let me add in another one before y'all get to it. This is definitely one of my favorites. I use some of these figures in my wrestling crowd too. Cops. I know we're getting bulletproof, but I want all of them. And I mean, these would be the most dangerous toys around now with the cat fire and action. Like, what's going on? But they were so fun. They put a lot of effort into these figures. They had the great Bart Sears doing the card artwork. He did the art for the comic book, which is underrated. It was really fun and really good back in the day too. And here you can see the full artwork. Big Boss, Dr. Bad Vibes. I have his robot drone as like a random villain robot for all my figures. Berserko, Rock Crusher, Buttons McBoom Boom, where you open up the little part of his jacket. It's got two machine guns. We got Highway, Sundown, Barricade, Long Arm, Bulletproof, Sergeant Mace, and Officer Bowser and Blitz. That was a fun cartoon too. I need to rewatch it, see if it still holds up. But those figures were really, really fun and just cool. Well sculpted for that time period too. Jamble Inhumanoids, Inhumanoids, the evil that lies within. Fun. Mr. Jones, Wheeled Warriors, but with some 6-inch versions of Jace and the Lightning League. Yes, make that happen. Ryan Daly, Ronin Warriors based on the anime series. Nice. And those would be cool too. Dark Knight 297. Spiral Zone was fire. Was. Mr. Jones, look at the prices on those Legends Beasts on that Amazon page. I'm glad I own those already. Yes. I mean, it's like, what are they doing? Clearly, Hank McCoy is somebody that they should be making more figures of. And, you know, the league list for 2025, displaying model behavior did not drop Hank McCoy's name. TNI Marvel's news, no mention of a new Beast figure. What are they doing? Maybe we're in a 2-pack. Continuation of Avengers Beyond Earth's Mightiest. We get Beast, smaller form, George Perez, John Burns style, along with Wonder Man in one of his earlier garish costumes. Make it happen, Hasbro. Jeeber, my niece has that Beast. I got him for $1 at a garage sale. Your niece must have a really awesome collection of figures. Rick Cage, I've got that Beast. He's still on card. What, you haven't opened him yet? Snake Eyes, Rescue Heroes. I remember having the big base in the police car. Is it Big Base? Big Boss? I remember Rescue Heroes. Dark 1997. Bionic 6. Ooh, ooh. In 112 scale. Listen, their figures back in the day were pretty cool too. That show was 100% super underrated. Let's check out my guy, Figure Fan Zero. He's got a nice picture of the whole crew. Now let's see. Here's another one that we can see the whole gang. All right, now keep in mind, of course, this is not 2024. This is the 80s when these figures came out. But look at this. They're really solid. Sport One. Oh man, I mean, they're actually sort of kind of scaled. They got a little height to them, and they got the body parts with translucent elements. These are really well done figures, and they still look good today. Here's another one. She's fantastic. Here's the whole crew. We've got the ape, Fluffy. I mean, come on, man. What are we not doing getting these figures out here to us? Eric, Meg, JD, Jack, Helen, Bungie. Then we got Dr. Scarab's evil minions of destruction. Madamo, Glove, Mechanic, Chopper, Clunk. Look at the scale on these guys. They look big and massive. What's up with the Bionic Six? I mean, bigger. Wouldn't that be a fun show, movie, bigger line? Why haven't we not got that one back? Tom, okay, gonna get ostracized for this, but here it goes. Putting Jeff Beckett's business practices aside, the first and only wave of Shocker Toys indie comics figures were actually pretty cool. Let me see here. Jeff Becker's. I feel like I know what you're talking about. Shocker. Let's see. Shocker Toys. All right, let's see here. Trying to remember. Uh-oh. Shocker Toys. Let's try that. It's like one thing came up and I tried to find images for it and nothing showed up. Were these all that we got from them? Did you wait? Was this all that he got? I felt like there were more. Let me know if there were more to it, Tomfin. Max, I think Sideshow's Universal Monsters line from the early 2000s had crazy good sculpts for the time. It's cool looking at older stuff and going, you know what? For back in that time period, these are amazing figures. And I think it's also cool when those figures still hold up where it's like, I'm not going to get rid of these. They're still cool. Mr. Jones, those Sentinel Ronin Warriors that came out not too long ago were awesome. I only got Ryo, though. I hope I said that right. Jeebrew, underrated toy line. The 90s Burger King, Kids Meal, Universal Studios, Monsters, Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfsman, and the Creature from the Black Lagoon. They were actual figures that came with cool stuff. Really? Onto that. James, a line that I was really into that started getting pretty deep but was gone too soon is DC Infinite Heroes. Yeah, they were doing all kinds of stuff. And let me see if I can pull those up real fast for those of you who don't know. And of course, as soon as I did that, Infinite Heroes. That's right. That's too many infinite stuff. Let's see here. But those packs that they were doing made it really easy to get a whole ton of them. Let's pull it up for those of you who didn't see that line back in the day. They were very extensive with what they were cranking out there, Jamlin. So we got like a pack like Lex Luthor. Very cool. Him and 2 grunts. That's really good. $25. That's not a bad price. And we got the $200 one. The Prelude to Doomsday. We have Bloodwind. And I think to date, still the only Bloodwind figure. Todd, make that one happen. Ice, Guy Gardner, Fire. Doomsday and Superman. That is a really cool pack. Then we got some Infinite Crisis deal. We got Superman Booster Gold, Wonder Woman, OMAC, Maxwell Lord. Come on. Another OMAC. Like, this is what we should see more companies doing, like a set with 2 army builders. It's brilliant. Then we got this one, Hard Traveling Heroes, Green Lantern, Black Canary, Green Arrow. Nice. What else we got? Sorry, this is just a deep dive. And it's like, this is cool. Titans, Cyborg, Raven, Robin, Red Robin, Arsenal, Monstro Mala, and the Brain. Come on, man. It's just amazing. And we got this Supergirl Crisis deal. Battle Damage. Reed. She's dead. Flash dying from Crisis 2. I mean, what do we got going here? This line is amazing. Then we got Black Hand, Shazam, Adam Strange, Reverse Flash, Adam, Ryan Choi, Guy Gardner again. Like, they really put out some solid work. I think the only troubling thing was trying to get all these figures and then dealing with the various repaints that you'd have to deal with. The Monitor got him in here too. I think they did a anti-monitor, right? I'm trying to find him now, but yeah, this was one I always kept going. I don't need to get into them, but they did some cool stuff. More rows. We got a Weather Wizard along with Mirror Master. We got a very solid Justice League. Getting the scale, not quite up to par, but man, shout out Fush, Starro versus the Justice League. Come on, this is solid. And we got an 8-pack We got Shazam, Captain Atom, Superman, and the Our World's at War Black S versus more of Luthor's goons and Lex Luthor. I mean, you can't beat this guy to setup. They were putting out some really great packs, so many figures, and a ton of stuff. It was pretty fun for a line that I didn't collect, and now I'm getting like non-buyer's remorse. Like, I really should have gotten this line. But yeah, Jalen, how deep is your collection on these figures? NPUT's reviews and custom. Hey guys, that Total Justice line was so good. It really was extensive. They put in some solid work. The pre-pose deal, not my style, but they really put out a lot of figures. The 90s Kenner Superline was bad too. Mummy's Alive action figure, says Michael Solis. I don't remember those. Mummy's Alive was really dope, says MPUT. Nice. Oh man, Mummy's Alive. I'm so down. Wait a second. I feel like I'm missing out now. Let's go up. Let's go to the top. It's a lot. Oh, that was easy. Oh, these figures. Okay, I know what you're talking about now. They were pretty cool. I love when we do these shows and it's like, oh, that's right. I remember this now. I didn't get these, but I do remember them. And they are cool. Nicely done figures. Good detailing. Check that out. Just for 97? Come on. What are we talking about here? Jeez. Facebook image never shows up. It's just wild how you see all these cool old lines back in the day, and it's just like, man, they're putting in some solid work with this stuff. That's another really good example. Ooh, G.I. Joe Extreme. Make it stop, please. That's where I can't go with you. I couldn't stand it. And I was so mad when they canceled G.I. Joe and replaced it with G.I. Joe Extreme. I was like, oh no. No, they did not. Could stand it. Was it DC Direct done by Mattel? Oh no, two separate. DC Direct and then Mattel. Rick Cage. Does anyone remember Fisher Price's Adventure People? Yes. Anyone in particular? G-Brew, I do want Captain Planet figures. Love that show as a kid and loved how bad it was in my late teens, early adulthood. Watch it now. Excuse me. Mr. Jones, G.I. Joe Extreme needs some classified representation. It sounds like a video. The 90s Godzilla line. That was good. Jalen, I love Cops, but I don't think I ever saw the figures in the store. Really? Interesting. Kiss Psycho Circus. Those were really cool looking figures. I'm with you there. Ryan, first Cops and Crooks figures I got were Bulletproof, Buttons McBoom Boom, and Hard Top with this vehicle. Cool birthday presents. They were. I love those figures. They were kind of like cutting edge for back in that time period. Like they were taller and bigger figures than we were normally getting, and it's like nice work. I think I have another one on my list to show off, and I'm wondering because no one's mentioned. I was trying to see if anybody else would. Anybody remember these? Did anybody have these Rambo action figures? I was watching the cartoon before I watched the movie, so it was like, whoa, what is this? The Force of Freedom versus Savage. Collect the Force of Freedom, capture the Savage Army, and we had Rambo and Firepower Rambo. We had General Warhawk. That sounds like a cool name for a villain, right? And then we had Sergeant Havoc, Black Dragon, Nomad, Gripper, and Mad Dog going against Colonel Trotman. And the likeness to Colonel Trotman was pretty good. Turbo, Cat, and White Dragon. I think I might have switched them and made Black Dragon the good one. But these were really fun figures. And it was really fun. I mean, just grabbing these deals. Of course, Turbo was like the driver, high performance vehicle expert in electronics and machinery. It has wings, he can fly it. It has wheels, he can drive it. He even designs and builds vehicles that he professionally races. Turbo and Rambo met in the army when Turbo had to land in an enemy-infested jungle to rescue Rambo's special force team. Since then, Turbo's been flying on Rambo's wing as a member of the Force of Freedom. I mean, these figures are really good in my memory. And I went to like an antique toy shop and saw them against like, they still look good. So I'm gonna have to go pick those figures up. They were really fun. Let me know if any of you all saw them ever. Maurice, I still can't believe I slept on the BTVS figures back in the day. Oh, Buffy the Vampire Slayer figures. Been a huge Buffy fan for ages. They're really solid. Devin, I take some underdog figures, Rocky and Bullwinkle. Oh, here's something we both hope you'll really enjoy. All those. Ryan, I tried to revisit the cop shows a couple times and I struggle to get through it. Maybe that's just me though. Oh, don't say that. I hope it won't be that bad when I go back and watch them. Blake, the Wheel Warriors line had the vehicles, but the figures are just little drivers in brown jumpsuits. Right. They need to up the size of the vehicles and the characters from the show. Yes, sir. I want some new Extreme Ghostbusters. Oh, don't get G Bruce started with a good time there. Mr. Jones, Adventures of the Galaxy Rangers. Yes. David Thanos, Centurions. Hey, bro, what's up, Jason Miles? Hey, guys, those Bionic 6 figures were really good. Yes, they were. Maurice, yes, Bionic 6 was cool. I used to look forward to seeing it when I was visiting my aunts on vacation. Yo, so you like, what was your experience like? Because I'm so curious. Like for us, we took it for granted. Amazing TV shows, cartoons all the time. And did you have like a super favorite when you would come by and visit your aunt or whatever? I knew G Brew was gonna get hyped about that. Somebody else repping Extreme Ghostbusters? Yes. Ryan Daly. Oh man, do any of you remember Food Fighters? Tacos and ice cream cones with arms, legs, and army weapons? I do not. But let's look. Food Fighters. Not to be confused with the Food Fighters. I said, oh yes, I remember these. They just put out all kinds of stuff. Let's see. Let's go to the push pick. if you make it, they'll buy it. I feel like that's just something like, why not? And they've got serious faces going too. Like they're ready for a food war. Let's get it on. Doc Avenger. Earth's Mightiest Heroes had so many awesome villains. I wish they had done so many. Maybe we should just start taking out the X-Men cartoons and taking them in the Spider-Man cartoons and putting in Earth's Mightiest Heroes on the Hasbro Marvel Legends team on loop. MPUT's reviews and customs. One of my faves growing up was the Kenner Batman stuff. I couldn't get enough of all the different gimmick Batman figs. And they had plenty, right? Mr. Jones, yeah, we could definitely use some new Extreme Ghostbusters. Jeeber, we have found your people, my man. Dark Knight 297, Visionaries, Knights of the Magical Light, and what's else go? Yes, with the hologram shields and all that good stuff. Jalen, Bionic 6 was one of my favorite cartoons back then. Those were some cool figures too. Yes. Mr. Jones, oh man, the only Shocker Toys figure I owned is Shadowhawk long before I knew about the controversy. Oh man, Shocker Toys. Ren rocks 80s rants and real talk. Yeah, Bionic 6 for Christmas 87 highlights. Blake Tarpley, just putting this out there because I'm 50-50 on it. But what about muscle figures, but articulated? They didn't have paint, but they were cool for what they were. There were so many characters. I like muscle figures too. I'm really like, I'm with you. Like, I think in school, a lot of us had them, so a lot of us were playing. So yeah, that would be fun. Vin Doom, Eden fellas into my man 100 grand Jeopardy. What it is? I watched a replay. Just got home from getting my dog from knee surgery. Hope your dog's doing well and the recovery goes even smoother. Hit that like button. Boop. Thank you, Vin Doom. Those DC figs were awesome. MPUT. Tom Vent. Yeah, there were more. Madman, Kachu. God bless you. Shadowhawk, Kabuki, the Max. Oh, I didn't realize they had that many. I might actually have the Kabuki figure as you say it. Dark Knight 297. Yo, I was feeling the DC Infinite Heroes line. Yes, they were really solid with what they were putting out there. Dog Avenger. Yeah, their problem was they needed to upgrade their articulation. Yes, that's what stopped me from getting them because they did so many figures, so many different characters. The Anti-Monitor was the San Diego Comic-Con. I thought so. Is that that massive one that Julius Marks won? Big Little Collectibles. It's been fun, y'all. Gotta head out. See you next week, my man. My man and my friend. Harry G. I don't usually do this, but hit that like button, y'all. Thank you, Henry G. I appreciate it. Jalen, my Infinite Heroes collection is not complete, but I have most of them. Every blue moon, I pick up something I miss. Yo, I'd love to see a picture of those. That line would be really fun to see all together like that. Rock 80s ransom real talk. I always thought the 90s aliens line from Kenner was dope. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Jamlin. Yeah, Mummies Alive and Skeleton Warriors are two lines that I've always wanted. Sky Surfer Strike Force? I don't know if I've ever heard of that one, Snake Eyes. Have to Google that one too. Jeeber, I had several G.I. Joe Extreme figures. Some of them look like Genoshan Troopers, so they fought my X-Men. That's probably a good use for them. Mr. Jones, Sky Surfer Strike Force was a kick butt cartoon. I've got to check it out. Yo, Rambo! Jalen, I can't co-sign G.I. Joe Extreme, but the Sergeant Savage figures weren't bad. They were just an odd size and the time was weird and shouldn't have been a complete reboot. Maybe I'm mixing up the two. Maybe it's Sergeant Savage I can stand. Maybe it's both. It's possible. Mr. Jones, oh man, my cousin had all those Rambo figures. They were great figures. Oh man, Rambo reminds me of the 90s RoboCop figs. That one I don't remember. Blake Tarpley, Chuck Norris cartoon with ninjas. Yes. I think I had that figure too. Let me see if Google will provide a very cool. Yes, the Karate Commandos. Yes. Man, this is all the way back. Good grief. Man, these kids today. I mean, they've got cool, updated, modern figures, but man, for the sheer depth of figures they can't touch what we had. Check out these figures for Chuck Norris and the Karate Commandos. This is amazing. So we got Chuck Norris in his battle gear. I'm trying to remember, did I have this one or the Kung Fu training gi? That don't look like much of a training gi, but dude, that's great. And Dragon Whip back kick. That's fun. Chemo, the Shogun sidearm thrust. Super Ninja. Come on. Ninja Warrior. Reed Smith with a double flying Falcon kick. Then we got Tabe and Chuck Norris, undercover agent. This really undercover Chuck. Come on. This line's great. And you got your custom designed Karate Corvette. All kinds of weapons. James Bond would be jealous. That is, yes, amazing. Good stuff. Need some SWAT Cats figs. The Karate Commandos. Yes. Henry G, not sure if they're underrated because it's still a lot of praise for them. But what about the Shogun Warriors by Mattel? Classic. Yes, sir. Jalen, those Rambo accessories and vehicles scale pretty decently with things like Classified now. Even better. Maurice, didn't really vibe with the Rambo figures. TV show was okay. G.I. Joe was a thing back then. I know. Everything was losing to G.I. Joe. Mattel needs to make a Starship Eternia for Masterverse. Maybe they do a crowdfund for that one. Maurice, Bionic 6, Cops, G.I. Joe, Real Ghostbusters were the main ones. Solid choices. Small Soldiers had so much potential to be a franchise. Yeah, Jamie, I don't know what they did with that one. Ryan Daly, my kid really likes Wonder Man on Earth's Mightiest Heroes, so I'd be down for a Marvel Legends figure of that design. I'd buy it. Maybe in a 2-pack with like a different version of him. Road Pick John, Cops and Crooks, man, that was cool. Fresh Monkey got the license. Fresh monkey, that fresh monkey. Blake, what's up with toy companies now not adding action figures when they were doing it back in the day? Motu swivel attacks, superpowers, kicks, and punches. Come on, man. Sky Surfer Strike Force was pretty cool. Great animation. I need to watch this show, apparently. I'm totally in the dark with that. David Thanos. I can't believe the Police Academy toys have not been mentioned. So I think we talked about Police Academy not that long ago. And one of my fellow critic friends, hosted a panel with some of the surviving cast members. So it was pretty cool. We mentioned that. I love a modern Black Star line. Yes, Jamelin. Me too. Doc Avenger. I just saw G.I. Joe Sigma 6 figures in my comic shop. Nice. Robert Christensen. What's up, Robert? The Jim Lee Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle line was fine as were the Wildcats. Yes, they were. Oh man, Wildcats was so dope. NBUT reviews and custom says, Mr. Jones, I'd give anything for some new Wildcats. All we got was a new Grifter from Tide. And it's not really classic either, which I want. Max Williams. I'm kind of surprised somebody like Super 7 or Mondo hasn't tried anything with Inhumanoids. They would be perfect for that. Randall G. The Legend of the Lone Ranger and Zorro figures by Gabriel in 1981 and 82 were great. They were sized with Indiana Jones. I had those figures too. They were really fun. Almost forgot about Tiger Sharks. Would be great to get figures of those. They would. Toy Biz did a purple energy form Wonder Man. I thought so. But it's like, is it? Let's see here. I'm trying to remember how their version turned out. This is Wonder Man. And it will give Black Panther the exact same mold. Dubious. Oh, there it is. Wonder Man was solid. Yes, the Ionic version, not iconic, just Ionic. There you go. So that's what that one looks like. And that's pretty good for that. And a translucent one back with the legendary Riders wave. Solid. Blake, Galaxy Rangers was peak animation back for its time. They need to do those figures again, plus all the aliens, mechanical horses, and the tech. I feel like if they were to do what, the 4 or 5 of them, they'd be good. And then we could just use our other figures from other lines to fight them. But for sure, the horses, we need them too. Ren, Super 7 announced the other day that Tiger Shark's first wave got pushed back, but they're coming 2025. And that's funny because at this point, you can't push anything back. For 2024, you've only got 2 months. All right, well, fellas, this has been a blast. Reminiscing about things from back in the day for my modern line that I think is not getting enough love really fast. Last one, because I don't know how I got so late on this. These guys, a line that I really enjoy. I love so much. Defenders of the Earth. Defenders. Really fun figures and definitely a nice throwback to one of my favorite shows back in the day. Maurice, there's so many 80s tunes that would make great figures. So many. You're absolutely right. Henry G, I had those Buck Rogers action figures and a few vehicles back in the day. So dope. One of the ships had this telescope type feature that faced towards the ground. It was some kind of bomb or something. That sounds fun. James Ben, I'm writing this down. This sounds exactly like something I want to do. Top 5 DC Classics figures you would have liked to have seen. Well, limiting me to 5 on that will take some doing and focus, but I'll get there. Randall G, Playmate Star Trek figures were fun and easy to customize. I love my Captain Kirk in the first Contact Starfleet uniform. Well, that's fun that they could do that. Jamlin, you know what I don't think we talked about? Starcom. Starcom. Such a great line. Starcom, says Mr. Jones. Blake, Starcom using magnets? You be playing. Catch you next week. Hopefully talking about Dragonfly. You better believe it, my friend. I have all my defenders on the shelf in my multiverse. Exactly. Got to do it. Gotta run, guys. Had a blast. Hit that like button and share. Thank you, Pete. UT Reviews and Customs. Hope we'll see you next week, my friend. Original Migos. Right. How do we not mention them? Doug Avenger, I would love for someone to do 112 scale line of Hanna-Barbera line of cartoons. Space Ghost, Birdman, Johnny Quest, Galaxy Trio, Blue Falcon, and Herculoids. What? That seems like something Mezco should be all up on and just knock out. All right. Well, gang, thank you so much for rolling with me tonight. This was a lot of fun. We're going to do the thing tomorrow. Jason, me for sure. Maybe Lonnie, maybe Chief. We'll see. Maybe we'll have some other guests coming through and hanging out with us. But we'll be back on Lyles Movie Files. I'll make sure to drop a link so y'all, if you want to hang out with us, we'll be there checking out Doom. And so we bid a farewell to this one. NECA could do those Hanna-Barbera. They could. Only defenders of their figures I wonder were Phantom and Mandrake. Might be tempted to track down a Lothar, but the rest really didn't interest me. We're halfway done at that point. All right, well, gang, tomorrow back on Lyle's Movie Files. For now, this episode of Lyle's Figure Files has been filed.